What's up, guys, and welcome back to the Stocks with Mike and Tom show. Tesla stock is going crazy. Tesla is up nearly 13% today. In today's video, we're going to cover some of the best plays for tomorrow, what's going on with Tesla, and some other important news. We have a great video today, but let us know what stocks you are watching in the comments down below so then we can cover them in tomorrow's video. If you are new here, don't forget to subscribe. We post brand new videos every single day. But Tom, I know a bunch of people are looking at Tesla. I know some people absolutely banked on it today. What's going on?
Yeah, they are exploding. We talked about them a lot in last night's video, and they came out with some really good numbers today. Hertz actually came out and said that they're going to buy 100,000 of Tesla's electric vehicles. This sent Tesla flying up this morning in pre-market. We can see in the middle of the day, they ran up above $1,000 a share, which was amazing. They even broke out above that, running to 1,045. It was a crazy day with Tesla. We've been watching them just go up and up over the past week, ever since that awesome earnings report came out. And this is awesome. They actually also went above a $1 trillion market cap for the first time in Tesla's history, according to CNBC. So this is very awesome news. And I'm glad to see Tesla finally breaking out like this. We can see on the max daily chart how significant this run was. And we pretty much ran from $900 straight up to 1,045.
Yeah, that is just a crazy run up, and I'm sure everyone's like, all right, well, I might have missed a move. Like, is it still a good time to get in? And Tesla is one of those stocks where when it has momentum, it can last for a couple days to a couple weeks, but at the same time, the stock is up 13% today. So all in all, it has a ton of momentum, and it should be fine for quick day trades. But I would say more important than anything else, you really have to watch the options pricing on this one. When Tesla moves like this, some of the options get extremely expensive. So if you are looking to day trade, shares would probably be a safer option. But all in all, there's just so much like movement and momentum with this one, and it's definitely worth keeping on your radar.
Yeah, definitely. And like you said, it could definitely continue up tomorrow. It likes to have a lot of multi-day runners, but with a huge move up like this, up 12%, I know a few people in the Discord were talking about getting puts on it for tomorrow and stuff like that, because generally whenever stocks run up like this, sometimes you see them pull back. So, we might see a pullback tomorrow. We might not, but man, Tesla is a big runner, and whenever they move, they generally like to keep going. So I would be really careful with it, but either way, I think it could definitely have a lot of momentum for tomorrow.
You know it. And then we also had to cover DWAC. I know Trump's SPAC stock had a ton of hype and like attention towards the end of last week, and it's down around 11% today. But at the end of the day, it went from like $10 up to $175 in like a couple days. So it's like consolidating right now. But again, with this one, if you do plan on trading options, you have to be really careful because the implied volatility is sky high. But all in all, it's just consolidating. And Tom, do you have like any major levels on this one, whether it be like support levels or resistance?
I think there's actually a pretty big support right here. You could say right around $80. I'm seeing it between like $75 and $80 a share as being a pretty good support. We've seen multiple bounces there over the past couple of days, and honestly, we closed pretty close to that. So I could see a pretty good bounce maybe tomorrow if the support holds up. But if we end up falling through like $75, then I would be pretty worried about it. But I'd like to see it keep going. Like you said, those options prices are getting crazy with this one. It was actually their first day on the market, and look at how this implied volatility fell down. I know me and Hunter were talking a lot earlier about how these premiums just got crushed.
Exactly. And so, yeah, that's definitely one to also keep on your radar. And it looks like Facebook just reported earnings. They are kind of all over the place in after hours. What's the story behind this one?
Yeah, they actually had some news come out early on this morning that kind of sent them down a little bit, but then the earnings are actually giving them a nice boost back. Apparently, some leaked whistleblower documents came out this morning for Facebook, which is not good. Also, House Republicans demanded an internal research report from Snap, TikTok, and YouTube on teen mental health. So that's not good either. I'm sure that some of Facebook's stuff will be included into that as well. It's just not good. We just keep seeing stuff come out about these social media companies, but these earnings were on they were on a lot of people's radar. And with them coming out, they actually had a pretty good beat. The EPS wasn't too big of a beat, but overall, we can see they're really running up in after hours. They reported a 3.22 EPS, and they reported $29 billion in revenue versus a 29.5 billion expected. So they did lose out on their revenue a little bit, but their daily active users were decent. Their monthly active users are up year over year. So overall, they're moving pretty well in after hours, even with all this stuff going on.
Very interesting. So definitely keep that one on your radar. But I know more than anything else, Tesla is the stock everyone is watching. But, a lot of stocks are booming up today. Like we saw a lot of green today, and the market's definitely getting pretty exciting. So make sure to let us know what stocks you are watching in the comments down below. Like even Plug was up nearly 7% today. But let's get right into today's member of the day, and that is Marama Dina. So huge shout out, Marama. Thanks for being a great member of the Discord. You're always super positive, and you definitely deserve a shout out. So thank you for everything. And then Tom, let's get right into these momentum plays for tomorrow. And with the first one, we have Plug to the upside.
Yep. And with Plug, go ahead and make them break out above $35.10. And this is honestly a pretty good double top from last Thursday. So really watch this. If we get a nice breakout here, I think it could have a pretty good run.
Awesome. And then with the next one, we have Neo, which was up like 6% today.
Yeah, they were going up in sympathy with Tesla. Go ahead and make them break out above 41.50. And I could see this one having a pretty good move.
Awesome. Then with the last one, we have Disney.
Man, I'm glad to see these guys are covering off that 170, 168 support. Make them go ahead and break out above 172.50. And I really like the setup on these guys.
Sounds good. So we are watching these 3 stocks for potential day trades to the upside tomorrow, but only if they break above the levels Tom listed. And we have to showcase the bot play from today. Our hybrid bot called out Disney, 170 strike calls at $192 each. They ran all the way up to $326 each. If you are an options trader, this bot gives basically daily options day trade signals. We also have swing trade alerts. You can chat with Tom and myself all day long. And we have a great community and a ton of custom bots in the StockedUp Premium Discord. You can click that first link in the description or the comments down below, and you will also save $40 on your first month. So it's a great program, great community overall. It's definitely worth trying out, even if it's only for 1 month. We can see the bot play was pretty awesome today, 192 up to 326. And it's definitely worth trying out. Again, coupon is in the description and the comments down below. And then Tom, before we get into the comments from the previous video, we have to talk about the earnings for tomorrow. I know we have a ton of big names reporting. Let's pull up that chart real quick. And what are you seeing for tomorrow?
Yeah, the big ones that I'm really watching in the morning are Lockheed Martin. I know they're a pretty big company right now. UPS has been an amazing company ever since COVID hit. They've been really having a pretty nice uptrend over the past couple of years. AMD and after hours is going to be huge, obviously. AMD, Microsoft, and Alphabet, Visa, Twitter. Tomorrow and after hours is going to be way, I think, more exciting than pre-market. But pre-market, there's some pretty big names too, like UPS, General Electric. And then we have a lot more coming up later in the week that we'll talk about in tomorrow's video too. But my favorite one for tomorrow, I think, is going to be AMD. I'm really eyeing them up right around these all-time highs.
Great stuff. So I definitely have my eyes on Microsoft and Alphabet, 2 huge corporations, and it should be an interesting release. But Facebook's looking pretty good so far, so hopefully that sets the tempo for the rest of the week. So good stuff there, and let's get right into the comments from the previous video. With the first comment, we have, let's see, with the first comment, we have Philip saying, can you cover VALE? Earnings are coming up. Iron ore for infrastructure. So VALE. Tom, let me know what you think of these one, or this one, I should say.
Yeah, it's actually been a long time since I've heard about Vail. And, I would have thought that they would be doing a little bit better than they are right now. Unfortunately, this pullback has been pretty strong. They have earnings coming up as well. I would say if they have a good earnings report and you see a little bit of a jump up, it could be a good time to buy shares for the longer term. But personally, it's just not a play for me. They've been moving pretty drastically over the past couple of years. And, I like what you said with the infrastructure bill. If that does get passed, they could end up having a pretty nice uptrend. But, it just depends. So really be careful. I think it would depend on how good or bad they do on these earnings coming up on the 29th.
Awesome. And then with the next comment, we have Angel saying, did you guys get to buy Home Depot? I made a killing. So Home Depot has been on an amazing uptrend. It went from like 330 all the way up to like 372. I mean, this one's exploding.
Yeah, they are not slowing down. They kind of broke out of that range that they were in. They broke out of that 342 resistance, had that nice move up. I mean, I cannot believe we're already up to 371 with Home Depot. They're nice. They're slow and steady, but lately it's been just a nice explosive move. So I like it. And honestly, we're starting to see it with a few other stocks like AMD is getting pretty close to their all-time highs. And there's lots of stocks breaking all-time highs, even Tesla right now.
Awesome. And then we have Nick saying, "Hi guys, great work for all this time. I'd like some news on EVGO if it's possible." So EVGO, I don't like the setup at all. It's just not looking good, to be honest. Like it's just continuously making lower lows, and it's just really struggling, and it's definitely not a play for me.
Yeah, me either. Like this $8 support looks pretty decent here, but other than that, I don't think I would play it too much. Personally, I would just rather stick to stuff that's already kind of more established. Like LCID, for example, is in a pretty good spot right now, and they're starting to get some pretty good momentum too.
Exactly. And then we have Priceless saying, or just asking about HOOD. So this is Robinhood. And I feel like, given all of the, I guess you can say, big movers lately, whether it be Bitcoin, DWAC, or even Tesla, I feel like that is kind of sparking a lot more trading activity, which should be amazing for Robinhood. So they have earnings very soon. So that's always a 50-50. But I'd say, they have earnings tomorrow after close, actually. So, earnings are just a gamble, but I feel like, given all of the hype we have in the markets, that should help them out.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think that might be a pretty interesting play actually. And I never actually play earnings, but I might take a little bit of a stab tomorrow at Robinhood because like you said, all this trading activity should give them a little bit of a boost. And I know that they went down recently because they expected a bit of a slowdown, but hey, if the market's getting volatile again, then they should do pretty well.
Exactly. So, Tom, do you have any last minute stocks, options, or anything you're watching for tomorrow?
I there's lots of stocks popping off right now. Crude oil's at all-time highs too. So pray for the gas prices. But lots of these stocks are at awesome prices right now. I know I talked about LCID. They are getting pretty explosive here on the daily chart. You can see on the 1-year daily, they've been really consolidating down here for a long time. And it looks like they're finally getting a nice move back up. Palantir is looking the same way, just a lot of consolidation lately. They might be retesting that $30 resistance before we know it. FSLY is another one that's been moving a lot lately. Enphase as well. There's lots of bullish setups right now, and I'm just so glad to see a lot of these plays working out like this. And I'm really happy that Tesla and a lot of these stocks are running up the way they are so that these other stocks can kind of run up in sympathy.
There we go. So thank you guys so much for watching today's video. If you are an options trader, definitely check out that first link in the description and the comments down below. We have a coupon running. The bot has been doing pretty well lately. Daily options, swing trades, day trades, order flow bots in a great community. You can cancel at any time, and it's definitely worth trying out, even if it's only for 1 month. Like we said, we had the Disney play explode today from like 192 all the way up to 326. So definitely check it out. We do have a coupon running, and if you guys are new here, don't forget to subscribe. We post brand new videos every single day, and come join Tom and myself live at Market Open every single day on the Stocked Up Live YouTube channel. The link for that will be in the description down below. Other than that, thanks for watching.